Now we're doing another one-on-one. This time we're doing it with Coach Boom himself, Robert Vela. What up? What up? What up, bro? First of all, thank you for joining us on this these one-on-ones. This is something new that I'm trying. With the Voces Visiones thing, just trying to get to know people's stories more and their journeys more. And we actually met this recent time when I was down in Robstown working on a project with the homeboy Javier. And I got to hear more of your story when you were talking to him and talking to us about like how you ended up where you are today. But if you want to just real quick, bro, like introduce yourself, just your name, where you're from, and just like how you ended up where you are today. You know what I mean? Like where you're from and how you ended up where you are today.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on, bro. It's good to see somebody from our hometown out there trying to put the hometown in a positive perspective instead of just negative, because our hometown's known for a lot of negative perspective, bro. So much props to what you're doing, bro, and your project that you're doing out there. Just keep on grinding. I appreciate it. Shit, man. Name Robert Vela. We've been in the boxing game for over 20 years. Started when I was about 12 years old, 10 years old, and shit, we've been doing it ever since, man. We did the whole amateur, the amateur game, the professional game, and now we're out here in our hometown of Robstown. We got a gym open and just trying to give the youth a different outlet besides gang and drugs, man. Because you know as well as I know, gang and drugs are real big out here, man.
So, So how long have you had the boxing thing going on?
So we've had the gym in our family, bro. We've had the gym in our family for about a little over 20 years. My dad ran it. His name's Greg Gutierrez. He ran it. And then, like I said, we had a nice little amateur run, and then we turned pro, and we had a nice little professional career, and then the gym closed down for a little bit. COVID hit, and then a good friend of mine named Robert Rosenbaum wanted me to train one of his boys, and he got me back into the gym, man. Opened it back up, and we've been going for I want to say a good 7 or 8 months now, man. Built the team back up, and now just going around competing and trying to save these kids off the streets, man.
So what makes you what made you want to do this? Like, take us back a little bit if you can to where it started, like, because you could have a career, you could do your own thing, you could build up your career, but what made you want to give back and do stuff for the community? Like, what about your story made you want to help, like, potentially change the kids' lives in town?
Shit, man. Just the mistakes I made in life. Unfortunately, I made some bad mistakes, and I was incarcerated for a little while, and I made some bad choices, man, and they put me in some situations that I should have never been in, but I put myself there, and I kind of take it as a blessing, because I was able to take those experiences, and now I'm able to instill into these kids and let them know what life is behind there, bro. It's not the life of in the gang. It's not all glamour and money and shit, man. You get behind bars, it's lonely, man. You got no friends, you got nobody there, So just being able to give my life to God first and foremost, give my life to Him, and Him just changing my heart, bro, and it just having a heart for the youth. I got kids. I got 5 kids, so they're all involved in sports, and just having a heart for the youth, man. Going to these sport functions with my kids, and thank God I have the means to be able to put my kids in different sports. But being a coach for these different sports, and seeing the youth is getting left out because they live in a low poverty area, or they come from a home, or they live with grandma and grandpa. Just those situations, bro, kind of also drew me back to the gym, and it all boils down to just trying to get back, man, and save these kids, man. Like I said, if we could just save one, man, one at a time, man. That's all we're trying to do. Just show them there's different. A lot of these kids are stuck. Uh, a lot of these kids are stuck in this little town of ours, man, and they've never been out of this town, so they think, this is just the world. But I tell them, man, there's a world out there, man. It's a big world. You just gotta leave the town. So to be able to have a boxing team and to be able to take those kind of kids and travel around Texas, and we've even fought outside Texas. We went to Kansas City and we went to Arkansas. So to be able to take kids like that would have never had that opportunity, but now have it, and to experience the world, bro, it's just, man, bro, it's just, there's nothing like it, bro. It really is, and I love what I do, man.
So how did you? Yeah, you're doing amazing things. I mean, just being there, seeing the energy there, seeing the energy in the kids is like ridiculous because they're really into it. Now, how did you? So, in order to take these jumps right in life and make these changes, you have to overcome changes within yourself, right? You have to, in order to be able to help others. How did you?
Yeah.
How did you get to a point? Like, what did you tell yourself? Like, in your head to get out of the street life or anything that you were doing that didn't like fit your vision for a better life. Like, what did you when you prayed or when you talked to yourself, like what did you think and say?
Honestly, man, I think the changing point in my life came when I got incarcerated, because like I said, I was sitting by myself in a jail cell, bro, looking at a year, 2 years, and had nobody calling me, nobody wondering how I was doing, and just really sitting there, bro. Got to meditate on life and where I was at, and then I got to reflect back on God, man, because I would have a relationship with Him, and then I fell off, man. I went astray. So just to be able to sit there, and God put me in that jail cell, bro, to be able to reflect back and be able to tell me, look, you need to check yourself before it's too late, and you end up sitting in this jail cell for longer than just 6 months or whatever time I was looking at. So, man, sitting in there and just being able to reflect back on life and I pray a lot and read the Bible a lot. A lot of people think like, this and that. Bro, if you give your heart to God, I promise you, He will change it. I'm 100% believer, because it happened to me, man. It really did, like a whole 360 in my life. Like, became a whole different person now. Am I perfect? Heck no, I'm far from it. But with God, I get better every day, and that's where it started. I had to give my life to Him 100%, give my heart to Him. Once I did that, bro, He started changing me, and it's been an uphill battle, but man, I wouldn't have it no other way.
Yeah, absolutely. So once you realized this, and once you had that moment, that make or break moment, how did you go about finding kids to take under your wing and to start training kids? Like, how did you find out who was out there, like, looking for guidance?
Well, actually, it started. So that happened, man. I got out, and I got into the refinery. I started working, and started doing better, changing my life for the better. And then my son I have a son that plays football. He's into select football and stuff. So we started going to football. And like I said, man, I started seeing these kids get left out at registrations and not being able to play football because they didn't have the means. And a lot of these kids had talent. They just didn't have the means, bro. Because they, like I said, they either came from a single parent home where $35 to somebody might not be nothing, but $35 to that home is a big takeout from the table, So just being around there and seeing it, and then knowing that I already had a boxing gym there, it was just closed down. So just meditating on that, and then luckily speaking to my wife, and her having my back had a lot to do with it too. Her being positive about it, and her having the same love for the youth as me, made things easier and make the ball roll just a lot smoother, man. So just a lot of just being involved with the youth in general, because like I said, I have kids, so just being involved with the youth all over, football, track, everything, because my kids do everything. Just being involved and seeing that, I knew I had to do something, man, and the boxing gym was it, man. It was it. like I said, when God places people in your life, like in certain times of your life that you need them, and when He sent my friend Rob, that I'm good friends with now, and his little son Dane, it was in the perfect time, bro. Cause like I said, he wanted me to train him. We went to the gym one day, and as soon as I opened it up, boom, bro. It was just that's all I needed, and it's been open ever since. So yeah, man, shit.
Nice.
There's been a lot of positive people around me that I'm thankful for. That's pushed me to open the gym up and had my back, man. Cause it's tough, you know. It's tough running a gym in a low income area because not a lot of kids can afford it. But we don't shy nobody away because like, we like to have them in our gym instead of in the streets. So, you know, running a nonprofit gym is tough, man. But like I said, man, I'd rather have this headache over any other headache I used to have back in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you how did you find the building? Like, how did you like come across the building and then start that? Did you already have the equipment to go in the space or? Yeah, so you said then the city had buildings. You went looking around. Y'all
Yeah,
found
man.
that.
Yeah, the city has some buildings. You know, we drove around and we saw one, and like I said, man, my mom and dad's hard work, you know, blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifices and everything, it paid off, man, because we bought a building, and that's the building we're in right now, and some of the equipment we have in there is fairly old, and you know, we got some new stuff we threw in there and stuff that was been donated, so. It's just an accumulation of having the boxing gym in our family for so long. We've never really thrown everything away. We've always moved it from garage to garage to garage until we finally had an actual building. So yeah, man. You know, just blessings, man. Blessings. You know, my dad and mom giving back to the community, and like I said, hard work and sacrifice. It just paid off, man. And now we're reaping the benefits of the hard work my dad did. You know, and that was another factor of. Opening the gym back up and keeping it open because I wanted my dad's name to keep living on, man. You know, it'd be what an honor for him to have the boxing gym stay open and with his name live on for many years. So, yeah, man, that was a big factor in it too. But that's how we got into the building that we're in right now, man. But we did have some, like I said, within the 20 years that we've been around, we've had some tough times, man. We've been 20 by 20 garages. Sometimes just a rundown friends plays. Like, man, we've had some tough times, but you know, like you said, you gotta go through those tough times, man. Build a strong foundation.
Absolutely. So what do you think? Like, what do you think it is about boxing that makes it such a great way for the kids to get off the street? What do you think it is about boxing that keeps them like? You know?
It's funny that you say that because I have a competition class that I train from 7 to 8. Those are the kids that go and compete and fight. You know, I got about like 12, 13 kids. We after every practice, you know, we go work out, and then after every practice, I sit them down and I talk to them, man. You know, just about life in general. I ask everybody, "Hey, y'all good? Everybody's doing good in school. Everybody's doing good at home." You know, because one of our things we say here is it's bigger than boxing, because it truly is, bro. You know, boxing, like I told them last night, boxing, I don't give a crap if none of y'all become world champions or none of y'all even fight. Amateurs. I said, the reason we do this is to build character and to build a strong mind. I said, because that's why we train the way we do. I said, yes, we train the way we do to become, you know, better athletes. I said, but you're doing that not even realizing that you're training your mind to be strong. I said, because a lot of y'all are young. You know, you go into the world, and the world's tough enough, man. And if you're not a strong mind person, it'll eat you up and spit you out, bro. So I think boxing plays a big factor in these kids' mind because a lot of them, not that they're weak-minded kids, but they lack something, man, because they either don't have mom and dad, or they have one or the other, and they're in a broken home, or, you know, they're just missing that something, bro. And usually boxing is that spark, man. And if they, you know, the longer they stay in and they learn the discipline, and, you know, they become better individuals, man. And I think boxing plays a big key in it because, like I said, you have to have a strong mind to box, man, especially to compete. Like you have to be, you have to have a strong mind to get in there and know that you're going to get in there with somebody else who's been training just as hard as you, and is going to try to come at you and take your head off, and it's not your friend. So you got to have a strong mind for that. You know, I mean, not everybody does it. So I think it plays a big part because, like I said, man, you got to have a strong mind in life. Because if you don't have a strong mind in life, man, bro, life's going to be tough for you. You know, you got to, and if you start building that right now in them as youth, when they become, you know, young men or whatever, I just hope that they can take what we instill in them here and just use it in life and just to make good choices, man.
That's true. Yeah, that's a really great way to put it too, because boxing also is like not only a physical discipline, but it's a mental one, right? And
oh yeah,
you know, and it's
sure, like I tell you, man, it's boxing is 10% physical, meaning you train and this and that, and it's 90% mental. It really is, bro. You really, really have to be totally focused in order to compete and train your mind and body and soul to compete and be ready to fight. Now, you can come in here and train and work out, do it for fitness and all that. That's good, but to train your mind and to your mind, body, and soul to compete is just a whole nother level. It's a whole nother switch. And those kids that do that, I think they become better individuals, man. I've seen it. I've seen it done, man. I've seen so many kids throughout the years. As like I said, I used to be under my dad's wing learning, you know, fighting and learning. So I've seen kids that he's taken under and loved, and I've seen them become better individuals, man. And to this day, those kids are my age, and they still reach out to my pops and have that connection with them, man. And I just hope to have that kind of connection with my fighters as well as they get older, you know. I hope they still reach out and, hey, coach, you know, I hope they're all doing good. And that's the goal, man. The goal is just to build strong-minded individuals. That way they can become something in life, you know. It don't have to be boxing, just become something, you know, doctors, lawyers, freaking refinery or whatever they want to do, you know. If they're a strong-minded individual and you know, they got good character, they hold themselves to a high standard, they respect others and stuff, then they know that it'll take you far, bro.
Yeah,
and that's what we teach here.
You're creating strong fighters in the ring of life, huh?
Oh yeah, and that's the main goal, man. Like I tell my wife and I tell my coaches here, I tell them that's the goal. We gotta teach these kids to be strong in life, and if they so happen to want to fight, hey, we make a fighter out of one of them, so be it. But if they don't want to fight, hey, keep fighting, keep coming to the gym, keep getting stronger, and when you're ready to take life on and you're old enough and you move out on your own and you go to college, you will be better off than somebody else that is, you know, doesn't have the discipline that they have.
And that
takes a lot of discipline, man.
Yeah, and speaking of discipline, speaking of persistence and perseverance, what gives you that? How do you, what gets you up every day, and what makes you fight every day and keeps you persistent?
Honestly, bro, my kids, I have a few kids that have gone through some tough times, man, that could have easily broke them. But to see them to continue fighting, I'm like, man, I think to myself, how could I be so selfish and not wake up and appreciate life when here's my kid going through this struggle and still battling and waking up every day with a smile. So just situations like that, and even kids at the gym, I know there's situations that, like I said, man, I got a good bond with a lot of these kids. I take them home, you know, I invite them over on the weekends to eat. Me and my wife, we take them groceries for the kids that we know that are, you know, don't have it. We buy them clothes, and not just me, all the coaches from the gym, parents from the gym, as a community in general, we look out for these kids. You know, if I know they need something or lacking something, if I can't get it, I reach out to, you know, the people in our community circle, and I ask. So, you know, I get bonds with these kids, man, and it just, you know, just knowing where they come from and seeing them get up every day and to continue fighting, and they're only 14, 15, 13 years old, that kind of fight makes me get up and fight, man. And I tell myself, man, if they can do it and they're so young, I got to do it too. I got to lead by example. So that's what gets me fighting, man. Just the youth, man, to see them to continue to want to be better and to continue to just wake up every day with a smile, even though they know they don't live in the best situation and they still getting up every day appreciating life. To me, I tell myself, if they can still appreciate life like that, there is no reason why I shouldn't be able to appreciate life every day. So, yeah, man, that's basically what gets me going every day in the morning and just throughout the whole day, always going. My kids are always saying, "Damn, coach, you're always 100 miles an hour." But it's because, I just been fortunate enough to be on the bad side of life and on the good side, man. And I just appreciate life a lot more thanks to the downs that I was in, to be able to look back and see where I'm at now. Shit, it's just, like I said, man, I just appreciate life more, man. That's all it is.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of that now, so then y'all had Kansas City that y'all were just at.
Yep.
I saw that y'all, all the kids were out there hustling, like, right there with the bottled waters and, like, the fire department. I saw the whole city, like, do the parade around the gym. And I thought that was really, really great. And the hustle that you're teaching the kids and the dedication and support. So what's next? What's next for the gym? What's next for the fighters? What's next for all of y'all? What do you got going on?
Yeah, man. Like I said, luckily we got a good. Luckily we got like I said, luckily we got a good backing from the community, man. And we had some kids head to nationals, and they competed in nationals and did real good, real well. We had plenty of backing from the community, which was amazing, man. And it showed, man. It really did. Like, our town showed out for us. Every benefit we had, they helped out. Every car wash, every ticket we sold. Man, the love we had from just the city, our city alone, was amazing, man. And to be able to set up these little parades and to show the kids, like, look, hard work pays off. Like, people notice. Don't think that you're in the dark working your butt off every day and nobody's noticing. Because people notice. Just because they don't tell you every single day, hey, you're doing a good job, don't quit on yourself. Keep working hard, keep grinding, and look, good things happen. So to be able to show them that hard work pays off, it was amazing, man. It was a good feeling. And what we got next is June 10th and through June 12th is Junior Olympics. So what Junior Olympics is, it's the Olympics, but for little kids, so 15 and under, ages 15 and under. So, and that's going to be happening at the American Bank Center, like I said, June. So we got, man, we're about 8 weeks out. We just started camp yesterday, matter of fact. So that's what we got planned ahead, man. But in between there, the kids know me, man. I'm always looking for fights. We're always traveling. We've been to the Valley multiple times. Austin's our favorite place we go to. San Antonio. So the kids know, man. They stay ready because we go everywhere.
Nice, man. That's amazing. And it gives even like that right there. That right there is an example of taking it beyond the gym. It goes beyond the ring and it goes into life, right? You're showing them new things, new environments. All of this stuff comes into play. So then, before I let you go, handle your business. I had this last thing. What would you say to someone who is currently at that crossroads that you were when you were just getting out of jail and like thinking about taking that risk into something better? What would you say to somebody at that crossroads? What would you say to and what would you say to a kid who's wondering if there's another outlet for them or what they should do and what they should do with their anger and their all that energy, you know what I mean? What would you say to somebody at that crossroads? And what would you say to a kid that's wondering what to do to get out, stay off the streets?
Honestly, bro, what I would tell, just whether it's a kid or an adult or whatever, I would honestly tell them first and foremost, I would ask them if they know who Jesus Christ is, if they know who God is, if they believe in God. I would try to let them know that that's the first step you have to take in order to change your life around. You really do. Like, people don't believe it, but you really do. That's the first step you have to take. Change your life. You have to give your life to God. Release everything to God, and He'll take away your anger, your depression, your way of thinking, your way of feeling. Like, I would help them understand how important it is to the first step, how very important it is to give their life to God, man, because He's everything, man, and without Him, we can't change. We can't change our own, man. He helps us. So, to anybody out there that's struggling or in a crossroad and doesn't know what to do, give your life to God, man. Go to church, connect with somebody from church, any church that's nearby, talk to them, you know, and then after that, start surrounding yourself with positive people that want to see you do good. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. People that love you. You know what a lot of people lack these days, especially the youth, bro, is love. They just want to love. They want somebody to be proud of them and somebody to love them, man, because they lack that at home. A lot of them, you know, a lot of them don't hear "I love you" every night like we're fortunate enough to tell our kids, "Hey, we love you tonight." You know, a lot of them are not fortunate enough to hear that every night. So surround yourself with people that want to see you good. Surround yourself with people that love you, and you know, just start connecting and start looking into giving back ways you can. You know, like I said, you know, volunteer at shelters, volunteer at boxing clubs, volunteer at wherever. You know, start pushing your life, propelling it into a positive way, and things will start rolling for you, man. Things will start changing. Things will start going good. But just do not give up, man, because you know, life gets better after the rain, man. It really does. Like, and I don't say it because I've been there, done that, and I'm prime example, bro. If you just, you know, if you really want to change, you give your life to God, change your heart, He'll change your mind, and you freak out where you can take your life within just a couple of months, and I mean, He makes miracles happen, man. I'm telling you.